Okay, so I've got this all laid out and I've got a pretty good plan for how I'm gonna get this divider wall and this divider wall in here and all up to the attic floor. So what I've decided is I'm gonna have some block work here. I'm gonna cut block work as we laid it all out to make all these cuts. So I have this angle that's gonna follow this blue line here. Don't worry about this guy, I mismarked that one. But there's a blue line here, and it's gonna come up to this point. And so I'm gonna angle that wall there, and I'm gonna angle this one there, up to this mark. And after that, I'm gonna build a wall that's gonna lean and follow that angled saw cut the whole way up. So it's gonna offer, you know, support for the walls, and it's gonna give me that nice guide to follow up. So I did get the dampers in. Just give you a quick peek in here. Every time I try to do this, I don't have a light on me. Okay, give you a quick peek at what's going on here. So I just installed these yesterday at the end of the day and got it parged up to the fireplace. Nice sealed off gasketed damper. I don't have the handles on yet, of course, but and then this one here is the same thing. So this is the shape of the setup we're doing inside for those two small fireplaces. It's just easier for me to visualize it, just to lay them out and cut exactly what I need. So I'm going to cut two of these walls, and then I'll be able to bridge block work between them this way going up. And that's going to help define my flue system, and, you know, while offering the support of these internal walls at the same time. Okay, well, I got that first wall built, and I'm just getting ready to build this next wall. It's going to angle just like that one, and then I'll tie them together. Your 4-inch piece up there? No. Probably one here. Let's see what I'm where did it fall out? Really though? Really? Oh, no. No. So we're going to rip that whole thing off. We're going to do. Now I go. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. It's on the wrist. We've been making a little bit of progress today. Finally starting to figure this thing out, starting to look like something. You can see how these flues are starting to take shape. And this is how this fireplace is going to come up, or this smoke chamber is going to come up through this flue system. And then this one is going to come up like this. And I'm about to cap this thing off here. So I built this little pyramid to kind of my own little mini apex room, just to shape these flue passages. And I was just thinking, you know, every time I get inside a chimney and I want to, and I'm doing demo work or something, I always get so excited that like maybe I would find something I always joke about ancient Roman coins or something like that, but I never find anything interesting. It's always just the only thing I ever found, I think, was just an old pumpkin seed trowel, but the thing was kind of just a rusted piece of junk by the time I got it. So I thought, this is a perfect little opportunity to put something in there, a little time capsule of my own. And I don't have much on me, but I thought it would be cool to put a little money in there. So this is a 2021 version of the $5 bill. This is a new $5 bill compared to the one when I was a kid. When I was a kid, a dollar bill probably had the same amount of buying power as that $5 bill does now. So it actually might be a little disappointing when they open it up and find a $5 bill, probably because who knows what it's going to be worth, 50 cents by that time. If you just account, so this was in 2021, it's 2024 now. That $5 bill has probably lost close to half of its buying power in just a short amount of time. So not like it's not it's real inflation that causes this to devalue. It's not the Jerome Powell or Janet Yellen's so-called they know the inflation numbers. It's actually real buying power, like on the street, what you can buy. It's probably lost half of its value. So yeah, when I was a kid, I wouldn't even dream about dropping the $5 bill in a hole. I wouldn't even done it 10 years ago, but $5, I don't even know if I'd pick that up on the street if I saw it. There you go, Abe. Rest in peace, buddy. Let's get one final look. Then we're gonna entomb him. Oh, there he is. Which side did he land? Oh, face up. Nice. Focus. There we go. Okay. And I'll stuff this block right over the hole, one-handed, because oh my word. Get in there. There she is. I'll level that up. She'll be entombed for life. Well, maybe for another 100 years. It's definitely taken shape now. Hope you guys can see kind of the overall plan on how to get it back. These 4 flues are all taking shape. This one's the easy one. I don't have to do anything with this one except for come straight up with that wall. So that one I have to try to turn it out and start heading towards me, and this one as well. I'm not going to get them over by the attic floor, but I've got plenty of time to get them over, so I'm just going to turn it over and be patient. Wherever it wants to come out is fine with me. But actually feels good to start making some building progress, and I'm hoping one more day, now that everything's, it's pretty easy from here. Now that everything's laid out and figured out, I should be able to get it up to the attic floor in one more day. There's a lot of cuts. We're interlocking everything as we go. So there's definitely, I don't know if you can see, there's 4 cuts on this side, there's the pieces on that side, there's the 3 cuts there, and then when we turn it the other way, there's cuts on both sides. So that's how it goes when you're interlocking everything together. A lot of cuts, and but it's worth adding the extra structure and tying everything together properly.
We got over like 60 bricks. 61 bricks.
61 bricks?
Yeah. I hope they're all good.
What are you doing here though? Hold on. Wait a second. I know there's a lot of brick in the pile.
Dad.
What?
In that pile there's so much good bricks. But we can't use those. Dad, in that pile, behind that pile, there's so many good bricks.
That's not the brick I'm looking for.
Yeah, Rita.
How many brick do you have here?
61.
61?
And they're not good.
A lot of these ones are decent brick.
I know.
we can't.
Wait,
find
hold
any
on.
good ones.
How much are you getting paid per brick?
$1.
So it's $61.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me help you out.
Thank you.
See these ones?
Yeah.
Those are not brick I'm looking for.
Radar.
Okay. How many brick are left?
Probably.
Look, does this brick look the same?
No.
It's not the same at all. Look, these ones are skinny and old. These ones were made in the 1700s. Hundreds of years ago. These ones are modern garbage brick. I mean, that's not good for anything. I need to match this old brickwork, so I need the old brick only. That's why I said just focus on the piles that I had just dumped.
Yeah, that's what I was.
You can't keep grabbing them from behind the piles.
Radar kept grabbing them from up there.
Are you looking for that easy money? Yeah.
And then over here we've got around $30 worth of this.
$30 worth of what?
Nyla said you did any condition. I don't know about that.
Are they clean though?
No.
Not yet.
I thought you said you were going to power wash them.
Well, I will wash them, but look, there's mortar on it. What is this one here?
What's that one?
That one's nothing.
Yeah.
That one's a junk brick.
I didn't put that there. I didn't put it there.
Yeah, these brick. So how many of these ones do we have?
Around 60. So
60 of these. Well, hold on.
Oh.
So these ones, we found these ones in the chimney too. So we actually found them. They were like interlocking, which like that, which I've never actually seen brick from this era done like that. So that was really cool. And then we found these ones, which are the firebox brick. These ones make the firebox. So this would be the face of the fireplace, and this is the angle of the firebox. Do you girls understand that?
Yep.
Huh?
No.
Nope.
No, the fireplace. Like look, so if I had a whole brick like that, do you see that would be the start of the fireplace where you'd have the fire, and this is the face. So then look, you take another brick. Let me get one that's kind of clean, right?
So we were gonna worry
Wait a
about those
second.
ones after.
And now look at that one. I mean, that one's kind of distorted, but that makes the turn of the fireplace, the firebox, where you have the fire over here, and that's the front wall here.
There must have been a lot of turns. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, you didn't have as many as you thought, huh?
Nope.
All right, well, keep on going.
I found most of the bricks in that pile.
Yeah.
I found most of
Yeah, do you know what the problem is? I dumped them here, but a lot of the good brick are under all this this debris here.
That's why I've been digging, like over there.
Maybe I should get the machine and push back a little bit to expose some more brick.
I've been digging.
Well, you know what helps? Hey, if you look, I told you all these broken pieces. If they're broken, just chuck them. Just grab them and chuck them. Get them out of your.
I was saying we should have someone chucking the bricks, and they were like, "No, we should have someone finding the bricks."
You have. That's how you find them. You got to chuck all the bad bricks, and then you can find the good ones.
Oh, there's one. Is this a good one?
Dead.
Scales on it.
Dead.
Even this one's not so bad. It's a little dark, but it's really not so bad. It doesn't have a lot of buildup on it.
Yeah, it's like.
I am finally coming out of this hole. I've got this attic at about knee height now, and it's a little tricky working on this as I'm building it. I have to stand on it, so like I build up one side. I got my mud board here, so it's not too bad, but now I've got to get over there and step on my new work to work over here. So what I do is just take a block or 2 block or whatever, and basically I'll just nice and easily just lay it across here, and now I can step up there and I can work from here, and I'll throw another one in if I need one there, and then I just work down 1 block down basically. So I've got this flue angling up. I'm using these angle pieces to kind of get this in the direction it needs to go. And it's going pretty good. I still have to cut one angle piece for there, and just so that all smooths out. And I'm parging it as I go as well too. So I can do about 3 block and then parge it. So you know, three courses a block is 24 inches. So it's still a good reach to be able to parge it and sponge it all out. So now that I've got this section done, I'm gonna get this block work done, and I'm gonna start working on bringing that flue out and angling this way. This one comes out a little higher than that one. So yeah, after I get this course on, I'll probably be just about to step up on this attic floor and do most of the work from there. So when you're looking down, the block work might look a little wonky because I've had to adjust my lines a bit as I'm coming up, just because of the twist in this brick chimney. So my original line was coming up here, and I had to readjust it to come way out over, and I had to readjust that one to come back this way. So there's a twist in it, and I'm trying to get the twist out, and the twist is because the chimney is racked. So basically, if you could see that line, right, and then I come over here, and my other mark is here. So the chimney is just the whole thing is twisted or racked a bit out of square. So I'm trying to get that block work, so by the time it comes up to the floor height, I want all my block work on the first course to be square, so that block work will match up with my new block work nice and square, and everything will look proper by the time it gets to the attic on the first course. Well, this is where we're leaving it for the day. It's about 5:30 and got to be getting home. It's so hard to get a good amount of anything done doing this. It's just so chopped up. There's a lot of cuts, and parging it up is actually really time consuming too. So completely out of mud and prior fire for the day, so it's a good stopping point. But you can see I've got these flues. They're coming up nice, and tomorrow I'll be able to have I'll get this outside course done and get it all squared up, and everything will be all squared to that. And then tomorrow everything should be defined, and I should be able to just hang a couple jack lines from up here and start going to town and start working without such a cramp in my back. It's tough bending over and working below your feet, and a lot of back fatigue doing this. Never noticed it as much when I was younger, but now it gets to me a lot quicker. Well, it's going all right this morning. It was a little tricky getting this thing squared up because this brick chimney was so racked out of square. So, we're continuing on with a lot of cuts, and I'm getting these divider walls coming up, but I can't do too much of it at once, so I've got those stepped back because I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. You can see that the chimney actually comes across here in this spot. Not on this course, obviously, but up here somewhere it's got a bridge over, and I've just got to figure out what I'm going to do to get that to bridge over and get my flue. Because if I do it now, if you look at it now, and I put a block across here, let me just show you. You can see that shrinks the flue way too small, right? And I need that flue to be wide like that and taper up. So this is why I can't do it now, and I'll just do it up a couple courses. So yeah, it's still tricky, but it's going all right, and I'm still bending over, but not as much as when I was in the hole. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep trucking. Landon's cutting these side pieces for me here so I can continue with the slope up against this divider wall. And so now this is a good point to mention that I'm going to be tying these divider walls in here, and not every course. Every couple courses I'm going to do it, and it's going to mess up the bond on the block work a little bit, but I don't really care about the bond on the block work here. I'm actually going with a 3/4 bond or third bond, some people might call it, kind of setup, which is, really fine for 4-inch block. And but I'm going to be tying these walls in on this way and on that side as well. So every couple courses, and then at the end we're not jointing any of this up. We're just gonna make sure these joints are full, and then we're gonna parge the outside of it so none of the block is actually going to be visible from the attic. I work all day and I break my back, and I don't stop. I just keep working and I keep working and I just get nothing done. This project is it's a really cool project and I'm enjoying myself, but it's taken me too long. I thought it was going to be able to go faster than this, but it's really slow going. But this is where I'm leaving it for the night, and I'm really hoping to get this back to just a square chimney tomorrow. I'm stepping it with brick. I decided to, round it with the brick on the back, how it was before, and now I'm back to straight. I'm just racking it back till I get to this point here, and at that point, then I can start my block work on top of it, and I should be at that point should be perfectly square. But yeah, I got a good start, where I'm not going to be bending over so bad tomorrow. I've got a couple jack lines up. Hopefully I can make a little better progress than I did today. Well, we just got everything stocked out, brought some more tongs of brick up, got the blocks stocked out on a couple plank, and gonna get ready to start building this thing up. So we're mixing some mud right now, and we got to get a bunch of halves cut. We're going to need some half block, and then I'll have to figure out what the cuts are going to be every course on the divider wall. It changes every course because I'm going to be tying them in on some courses, and then the other courses I won't be. So, yep, gonna get going. Little progress update. We finally got the chimney to square. It took a while. I ended up stepping it over with all this brickwork, and I had to do that to make sure the flues were the appropriate size. So we're now like it should be kind of a lot easier. I've got these lines set. I've got these jack lines set, and now we're ready to go. It's still a lot of cuts. Because I'm tying in all these walls together. Like this one, on the first one, I wanted to tie it into the outer wall, and this one I'm actually going to tie it into this outer wall. So the bond's all messed up on the chimney, but it doesn't, the bond's not terribly important as long as everything's tied together. Like this one, you can see I've got this one here. It's just checking out where it was going to land, and it's just a little better than stack bond. But this is, I should have 3-hole block across here now. And now I'll go a couple courses before I try to tie it back in. Just finally coming through the roof here. Got to bring some brick with me tomorrow, and I still have to finish up this block work. I'll rack it back from here, but I'm going to start laying brick in the front. Obviously, it's going to be too high if I put another course of block across the front. So I'll start with my brickwork there and see how it's all going to work out. And but it feels good coming through the roof. A little sense of freedom up here. Not so confined anymore. Okay, starting to get exciting here. I'm all set up, ready to lay some brick. Got some brick up here. Got these nice old looking brick. I've used these on a couple jobs now. They've got a nice old look to them. Solids. They're heavy. But one of the issues is today's modern block work, just like modern brickwork, doesn't work out on older brick dimensions. So these bricks are 8-inch or better, a lot of them, and like a new brick would be 7 and 5/8. So the dimension of the chimney is going to be bigger than the dimension of the block work. So right off, I have to start growing with the brick. I just not a lot, but I think the dimension of the block work is 47.5 by 47.5, and I really need to be with these brick because some of them are like 8 1/8 inch long, and then some of them are 8 inches long. I really need to be around 48 3/4, I think. So I have to grow a little bit that way, which I'll just step a couple times and I'll get it. And I've already put my screws up in these planks because I shot the laser up there to get jack lines established. The second I get this to the proper dimension, I got my jack lines in place, and I'll be ready to go. So I've got a bucket of mud here, and it's a bucket of the lime mortar. But this stuff is so sticky, it just doesn't even want to come out of the bucket. It's so sticky. Guess I'll have to trowel it out. Okay. Well, it's not the most comfortable place to work, but it's better than being in the hole. I guess I'll just kind of hang out down here. Tough part is I can't get these bricks to hit the heights of the block because I'm going so tight. I'm going so tight with the mortar joints, so we're gonna have to cut eventually. So I'll get this one up. We have to put skinny little rips to go over the tops of them. So it's looking like. So we're done laying for the day, and we've got this hessian cloth, or this burlap cloth, that we've just draped over the brickwork, and we are going to just let it sit like this. I'm going to soak it down. Hopefully we'll keep that brick nice and damp so it doesn't dry too quick. It's pretty sunny out right now, but in a couple hours it'll be dark. So just to help hold the moisture and let the brick really come to a slow set rather than get baked by the sun.